Hello! Hang on. I forgot. Where is it? Oh, there's so much stuff. How did I let it get like this? There we go. Got some music. Hi, everybody. Hi, Night. Good snipe. Hope everybody's doing good today. I may be, just a little heads up, I may be interrupted immediately. I'll be right back in just a second. Ah! Okay, hi, I'm here for real now. Sorry about that. Didn't I? Ah, there it is. Okay, hi. Okay, hello, hi. A little bit of a scatterbrain today. Anyway, I hope you're all doing good today. What day is it? Wednesday. So today, my plan is to make the sound effects to go with my lore video that will come out one day. And if you need a refresher, I have the storyboard up here in the middle of the screen, and that's what I'll be kind of using as a guide, as well as my notes that I have somewhere. Sure are somewhere. I found them. Wee. Oh, hey, Jace. How's it going? Thanks for coming in. Where's my OBS? Sorry, I'm a little scattered. How's it going? Thanks for peeking in, you cute little weasel. Little stoat. I love him. He's so cute. How are you doing today? Yeah, today. Yeah. Doing alright. Glad to hear it. Okay, I have my notes. I probably should have organized my windows higher, but I didn't. But yeah, so I made a lore video. Not a lore video. I made this script a while ago. I made... Okay, hang on. Revving up the brain is turning on. It's turning on. It's not turning on. Okay. Feeling a little scattered. I'm also live on YouTube for the first time, too. I'm trying out the ye old multi-stream. Multi-pass. So... I can try everything organized. And then I can see everything. Okay, so... Story time. Some time ago, I made a Google form. I made a Mad Libs style script for my lore video. So every VTuber needs a lore video. Sweeping general statement, right? And I thought, hey, let's do something kind of silly with it. So I had my viewers fill in the Mad Libs, and then I spun a wheel and decided, like, everybody filled them out, and I spun a wheel to decide which went in what area. So the script, pretty, like, as expected, is a bit chaotic, and I love it so much, and it's my official canon lore. So we're going to go through the storyboard pretty quick. So basically, I've been doing this in steps. I wrote the script first, I did the stream where I got everybody's input, and now... and then I drew the storyboard, and now we're doing the thing that kind of started all of this, actually. Or I'm kind of merging two ideas together, really. Is I really wanted to try out Foley work somehow. I wanted to make sound effects for my own video at some point. And then while I was making the idea for my lore video, I was like, why don't we do both? So then that was the next phase, was to do this stream, which is where I will be doing my best. I have a bag of stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff. My slide whistle still didn't come though, which I'm kind of sad about, but yeah, I'll figure it out. I might either use, I don't know, it'll probably come later, so I might have to do that part later. There you go, take your coin and run with it. I have it working now, I just have to make sure to refresh OBS. Yeah, take it, you little coin gremlin, take it and run. Oh yeah, do I have my wares on this scene? I super don't. I could show them off though. Wait, do I not? Where are they? I should, just by chatting. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, when you have like 5 million things on your OBS. There it is. Is it gonna show up? It's gonna be behind everything. Try that again. There we go. Nope. Try one more time. I put it in the wrong group. There. These are my wares. This is what you use those green bucks for that just appeared on the screen. So far, we have a little bit of a leaderboard here. We've got... I don't know. We don't really... I don't know if it's really a leaderboard as much as it's just like, hey, you too could have this many green bucks if you hung out here. You get like one every 10 minutes or something? I forget. I set it up and I forgot. Yeah, we got Pupper's Dog with 4 green bucks. Knight here. Congratulations on getting your second green buck. And Air also has 2 green bucks. We reset it every month. So you gotta spend those things. There's no hoarding. We don't sit on those. You gotta spend them or they all go away. I eat them. That's what happens. When you're not looking, I eat all your green bucks. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna just go through the storyboard, go through the script. It's very fun. I love it so much. Okay, so scene 1, and we're gonna be using the text at the top here to track what scene we're in that I'm making the sound effects for. So we have scene 1, where I wake up. Maybe I should read the script here too, just to go over it. Na 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 na. Here we go. Okay, so this is where it goes. When I woke up, all I knew was that I was. And I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm awake. Just zooms in on my eyes there. And then this is the first scene area, which is the Land of Frogs and Analyses. As a Mad Lib thing, I ended up with some pretty crazy words in there, and I had to find a way to interpret what the heck is it's a gnome-like land of frogs and analyses. And these words, the words gnome-like, frogs, and analyses were what were submitted. And so this is kind of how I interpreted it, is that it's like a little garden area with a pond and frog scientists. The frogs are all scientists. They might even all have their doctorates, maybe. So I move through here, because in a gnome-like land of frogs and analyses, I wandered aimlessly and wondered about all the things I didn't know. I didn't know where I was for a start, so this would be like the narration. Or what the color I am is called. I didn't even know about the Elder Scrolls. That was another submitted word, and very fitting for me. So I wandered and wondered. There had to be a lot of things I didn't know. At least 11. I just gave a number and asked for a number, and there it was. What if there were as many things to know as I was long? If that was the case, then I had better get started. Yeah. Oop. And then we go to the second location of my lore, my incredibly canon lore. This actually happened, by the way. 100% actually happened. I found something called Paris and learned a lot about clowning. So I actually learned about this like Piero character, and I did some Googling about that. Please don't mind my incredibly impeccable art skills. This is just a storyboard. I know it's so beautiful to look upon. Please avert your eyes if you must. So I learned how to do clowning. I know how to clown. I'm known to clown around at times. While I was there, I met some people who told me about this neat place called a library I couldn't wait to visit. So the clown told me about library. Surely it's pretty easy for me to get around, being infinitely long, but there was so much to see and do that I got lost, which is such a rare occurrence for me. This never happens. Anybody here can attest to that. Yes, I definitely never get lost in any of the video games I'm playing either. Okay, and then the next location, the mall. Usually it's pretty easy. Nope, I already read that part. Somehow I ended up in a mall and was stopped suddenly by dismemberment. I can't remember who put in the word dismemberment, but this is what gives me pause at the mall, I suppose. So this is how I interpreted it. Was there's a lobster over there hanging out in the mall, common sight in the mall, of course, hanging out by the fountain. So there's me coming in. Here's a lobster. He's just vibing, and then suddenly, oh no, his claw fell off. Happens all the time, I'm sure. I'm, of course, reasonably very shocked by this, and oh my goodness, I need to help this poor creature. Fortunately, using my power of controlling water, which is a power I definitely have. Yes, completely canon as usual. So this is how I use my power of controlling water. I was able to help out. And then a nearby lobster, so this was how the lobster got in here. There's a friend of mine, I remember who put that in. My friend Nomal put in the word lobster into the Mad Libs script. So the lobster gave me a story. So, oh yeah, so there they are getting their claw back, because that's how lobsters work. And then they read me a story, and sent me on track to the library. They gave me the book to go return to the library for them after reading it to me so nicely. And oh yeah, there he is. There they are telling me about the library. And I love hearing about it because libraries are the best place ever. Here's the library. And it's very accurately depicted library. Okay. So finally, I found the library, and people there were super helpful and taught me about books. When I said I wanted to learn everything, they pointed me to reference books. I think this is a net. Those reference books pointed me to other books where I could learn even more. Fun fact about libraries. Should I put my nerd hat on? I feel like I need to have my nerd hat on. When I went back to ask about dream diaries or trigonometry, the librarians, that's what they said they were called, were able to point me to the exact section I needed to look. Oh yeah, I think I have a spot here. Yes, psychology and mathematics. Not only that, they recommended music, movies, art books, magazines, and even games. I thought there was supposed to be, there's definitely supposed to be a picture in there. Oh no, wait, that comes later. Never mind. Confusing myself. Maybe I should put a picture in there. I will. Asked them if they could help me find my other end. But they couldn't help me with that. Oh well. Yeah, who knows? We're still not sure. I'm still not sure where that is. I mean, it might not even exist if I am infinitely long, as I assume I am. I mean, that's the way that that's basically the way that I know that I must be infinite, because I've never found my other end. So therefore, I must not have one. I must be unending. Right? That's how that works. Oh well. Most amazing thing I learned at the library was how much creativity there is in the world. People's passions put into words, song, or film onto concrete, wood, and paper. Well, this is the one that I have a picture of. Every piece of art felt like wind in my sails, driving me forward. I knew what I needed to do next. Oh yeah, there I am looking determined. And you won't believe what happens next. And then this was the part where we just kind of like figured out what happened next. This is the end of the Mad Lib script and the start of me just putting stuff together with some viewer input to wrap it all up. So naturally what happens next is I got a telepathic message from the lobster. They were captured by the chef at the mall and is being held in the kitchen aquarium. Oh no! So off I go to go help my lobster friend, but I got lost again. I really like this one. Okay. I'm almost too late, but managed to save the lobster by flushing them down a drain. So this is just, I have each one of these starts with just kind of like the location, and then here I am, just in time to help the lobster. Down the drain he goes. That one took me a long time to draw. I will be redoing all of these. I think I'm probably going to do it in like a scribbly, drawn with like crayon kind of style. I'll figure that out. So they flush them down a drain and they go, thank you. Go down the drain. When I returned, wait. Oh, and then back to the land of frogs and analyses, the lobster, who was obviously a fairy the whole time, obviously that is what a fairy looks like, tells me about a place full of people and creativity. They could make me a portal there. That would take me there, but I needed to fetch ingredients for sea-themed sweets. So I go on a harrowing journey to the grocery store, which is one of the most terrifying locations on the planet. So I go get the ingredients for the cookies. When I returned, Lobster had finished the portal already. They just needed me out of the way while they worked. They have created my portal, which might look a little familiar. And then we make the sweets together. And then we are baking in a little like... Oh, I like the idea of like one of those cute little range like ovens under the mushroom there, and then like the chimney pops out at the top. Yeah, I wanna give mushroom garden vibes as much as I can. That's where the gnome like comes in. And then it was time for me to go. Oh yeah, there we are, enjoying the sweets. Now it's time for me to go. And is this narration still? I don't know if this would be narration, a more visual aspect that I have a suitcase with me, even though why? And then that's where it ends. This very accurate drawing of me. So yeah. So those are what the video is going to be, with a narration and just still images that fade in and out. Maybe occasionally we'll have like still images of me like sliding or other things popping into view, that kind of thing. So now I guess I gotta get started on the sound effects. So what I have is this little audio visualizer here is it will visualize my Audacity here, and I have notes. Here, my script with sound effects. So first, my notes here, the first thing I need, I actually have an entire different microphone set up too. Because a friend of mine recently found they'd been kind of hoarding away this microphone and mixer setup, and they lent it to me, and I'm pretty excited to be giving this a try. I already tried it a little bit. It's definitely, the mic definitely picks up like my ukulele a lot better, which is really nice. I think it's a little bit more sensitive. It is a dynamic microphone rather than this condenser that I use for streams. So I think that does make it a little bit more sensitive. I forget exactly how that works. I did research on it a while ago, but that information has since leaked out of my brain. Anyway, I think so. The first things I have here is that we need some soft wind, and then I like wake up. I like do like a or something. maybe I should do my voice lines after. Yeah, I'll do voice lines another time, probably in my own time, because I'm gonna be really I'm gonna want to really lock in for those. I don't want to be sat here doing the same deep awakening breath over and over again. So let's see what I could do with some soft wind. I think I have. Let me go get my bag of tricks. Yep. There we go. So what I have in here, I think. I have a Ziploc bag. So kind of the idea is to fill the Ziploc bag with air and then kind of blow it near the microphone. And I'll probably use this sound effect for other parts of the video as well. There are other parts where I'm like outside, like probably in the land of frogs and analyses. I will probably be using that. Thing is, I don't know if this is big enough. I don't have freezer bags. I just have these cute little sandwich bags. Yeah, what's everybody up to? What's everybody up to on this fine Wednesday? You saw my stream earlier? No, you didn't. There we go. Full of air. I remember when I was a kid, we would fill up our sandwich bags with air and then like kind of throw them around at each other and pretend they were like volleyballs. Classroom volleyball. Okay, where's my Audacity? Oh, when 3 monitors become something that might be helpful. Okay, so I'm going to be recording it on my other microphone, and then we will listen to it here. I just think that's what made sense in my brain. I don't know. And I'll probably turn down or mute the music when we listen to something, especially because this will probably be very quiet. Okay, start recording. Ding-a-ling. I'm gonna try that again. I think it was very crinkly. Oh man, I just realized I forgot to pick up. I forgot I needed to fill up a bucket of water. Man, this is hard. How did I do this so... I was so good at blowing up the sandwich bags when I was a kid. Okay, sandwich bag. Filled with air. Here we go. I'm gonna give that a listen now. Ba-dum-bum. How do I... Trying to think about how I would want... I don't want to pause the music. And I'm just listening, but I might have to because I hear it too. There's definitely a way I could have set up. But it's fine. We'll pause it for just a sec. Listening, listening. Can hear exactly nothing. Hang on. I think I might have this set up wrong. Select device. Yes, that should be correct. Ah, I see that it is. It is doing the fun thing. It has disconnected my headphones for some reason. Okay, let's try this again. It's like, I don't know why my Bluetooth headphones does this thing every once in a while where, like, if I close an application, or if I, if I turn off my headphones, I have to close and then reopen the application again in order for it to like be actually sending sound. Why are you doing that? Okay, now I can hear it. It's so crinkly. I wonder if there's something else I can use. I managed to get it once, but it was very, like... like when I was testing this. I wonder, I have straws. The straw to eat. That's a noise. If I just, like, kind of, like, softly blow, like, near the microphone, not directly on it, you don't want that, like, Let's see, this is about experimentation, is what this is. Get this down here for now. Okay, let's see what this is like. Ran out of air. It would probably help to turn the microphone on, huh? Uh-huh. Where did my music go? Why? Why when I turn this on, it... Can you still hear the music? I cannot hear the music anymore. I just turned on the mixer and it was like, goodbye. Okay, let me see. Oh, it just disconnected my headphones? I'm confused. Ah, I think I know. Okay. Because it's saying that my output is the... mixer. Is not what I want. Yeah, ha. There we go. Yes, it was totally fine. It just detected the mixer and decided that that was my... Yes. Okay, now as long as... Okay, OBS didn't automatically do anything, right? No. OBS is behaving. Congratulations, OBS. Doo-doo. Why is my YouTube stream deciding that I'm still on my BRB screen? That shouldn't be what's going on. Aha. I see now. Turned on DVR. I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. Maybe not the right stream to... Oh well. Nah. Oh, we always... Everything we do here is about learning something new. Okay, here we go. This should actually be... Okay, let me check here. Go setup. Okay, and recording device. No, incorrect. Dang it, I have to close it and open it again so that it detects the microphone. There it is. Okay. Okay. We got sound. We got sound. Let's see if it is the correct sound. I have a little cough. Okay. Let's listen to this. Let's see. Bum. This for a moment. Mute this. Could that be... Okay, does that sound windy? Could be wind. Maybe if I like, I could make it quieter? Or longer? Let's save this for now. Oop, that's not... Okay, I'm gonna make a new folder for this stuff. Okay, I did make a new folder. That was some good thinking. However, I just called it new folder, and that won't do. Lower video sound effects. There we go. Ba-dum. Whenever anybody's wondering, we're listening once again to the Dust Force soundtrack because it is one of the best game soundtracks, in my opinion. Wind. Okay, so So let me try again, but let me try... Where'd I put the straw? I found it. Let me try doing this again, but taking a deeper breath and seeing how long I can go for it. Because I think if I could get like a good stretch, like a good like... I got like 10 seconds. I can go a little bit longer, maybe 15 seconds. Then it'll be easier for me to work with, I think. Okay. B. Okay. Let's give that a listen. Kind of like it's like a very stormy sounding wind. I might like kind of like white noisy. Kind of relaxing, actually. Let me pause the music, give it another listen. Yeah. Yeah, that could be wind. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. And I just did that with a straw. That's what I love about Foley work, is that, like, have you ever seen those videos that people will do? Of, like, showing, like, oh, this is how we did the sound effects behind this popular scene in a video game, and it's, like, someone banging, like, pots and pans together, or... I love with, like, footsteps, it's always just, like, a pair of shoes on, like, a slightly raised piece of plywood or something. And they just make it really echoey, and it's, like... Once you've, like, seen those videos, too, you realize how much of the sound design in movies is just Foley work. Like, it's all recorded in a studio. Everything. Like, the footsteps, the, like, doors opening and closing, like, anything, like, it being picked up, the sound of it, like, someone smoking a cigarette or something like that. It's all, like, it's all recorded. It's so cool. Okay, so we're going to save that as Wind 2. And there might be a little editing that I want to do to it, so I'm not going to export it right now. I'll put my music away. Come back, music. Okay, nice. What's next? Now, oh, there's it. Okay, so wind. Cool. Wind, check. Done. Okay, this is where I need a bucket of water. Oh, and also computer's beeping. Yeah, I need like, you know the sounds that they would do, like, in 80s and 90s cartoons for whenever, like, ooh, this is a lab, and it's always like beep boop beep beep boop beep beep boop beep boop beep beep boop beep beep boop. That's what I need to. That is for sure. Wow, I completely forgot about this. I was cooking when I came up with that. Okay. Frogs croaking. How the heck does Caro do the frog sound? I don't know. I'll have to ask them. Water plopping is pretty easy. That's what I needed a bucket of water for, so I'm probably going to go do that. Birds chirping is an interesting one. I saw it. Okay, so there's like a... You can just kind of like squeak your lips. You know, you do like the... Hang on. and then kind of like do some editing trick with that, and then birds chirping comes out somehow. Computer's beeping. I think I can like make tone. I'm very glad I had that muted. That was very loud. Ow. So maybe I'll play around with that first. Let's see. Can I make it? Okay, so let's make it not 30 seconds long. Let's make it 3 seconds long. And let's make it oh goodness. Is it frequency? What is it that makes the noise? Presets and settings. Okay, it's just defaults. Let's just generate it. Ugh. Yeah, that is very loud. Okay, let's go right ahead and make that not deathly loud. It's amplify, but it is the opposite of amplify. Okay, so we've got like this one beep sound, which kind of sounds like it sounds like that. But if I can like raise and lower the pitch a whole bunch, like copy and paste it a bunch of times, I should end up with some good old beeps and boops. Which reminds me that another reason I need to do this is because I wanted to make the checkout beep sound by doing this. So let's raise the pitch a bit to get it a good beep instead of a... This is like a boop. I need a beep, you know? Pitch and tempo. Change pitch. Whoops, you need to actually select the audio. Pitch. Change it. That is way too high. Try this. Okay, let's try that. So I've got a higher pitched boop. So now I've got this. Let's cut it up a bunch of times, which I forget how. Control I. It was! Oh my goodness, I remembered a hotkey. Let's go. Let's cut up a bunch of these. It's basically like just making a bunch of cuts in my 1 3-second clip here. Boop. There we go. Okay. So what does it sound like if I move some of these? Put some space between them, so instead of a we get a you know? You copy? Really gotta play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with someone sometime. We will lose so horribly. If I'm the one with the manual. And then we played that before. I actually played it a while ago, and I'm pretty good at like if I'm the one defusing the bomb. Is not too bad. I'm better at... Wow, Morse code. I'm better at understanding other people than I am at being understood, I think. Let's make a higher. How many? It's usually like 4 or 5 notes, I feel like. I'm doing this fully off of memory. Maybe I should listen to like a reference. Like cartoon computer noises. Oh well, we'll do this, and if it doesn't sound right, I'll do that. Okay, so let's select this. Change pitch. This one a little bit higher. Ooh, that was way too high. Sorry to any dogs in the audience. Hang on, we can Control Z that. Then effect. Change pitch. Ooh. We could go. Wow, I can actually change the note. So let's go up like a 5th. To G. That was way too high again. What the heck happened? Ah. Stop. I'm gonna mute that until I figure it out. Okay. Control Z that. Change pitch. Oh, because I went from C6 to G7. I went up an entire like octave and a 5th. That would be why. Doesn't quite feel right to me. Hey, thanks for the follow, Jace. Let me see. Because, like, it just sounds like Morse code. How do they do the bleeps and bloops, you know? Like, that's not quite computer, you know? It is not cartoon computer noise. Let me find an example to listen to. Cartoon computer sound. There you go. This is a very good sound, but that is not... I don't know how I could possibly recreate that. How would the beeps and boops? Not like 30 million other sounds. Okay, let's try to find another one. This is the exact same sound effect. Is this the same one? I'm just on YouTube right now trying to find... This one's loading forever. Same sound effect. Where's my beeps and boops? Where's my boops and beeps? Ah! They're all the same. Cartoon. Okay, let's try cartoon beeps. Or, cartoon computer beeps. Yeah, that sounds more like something I could make. Like a boop boop boop. Okay, let's try doing that. My music very quiet suddenly? What happened? Why is this track so quiet? Oh, I like... I think I like instinctually turned the system volume down. When that sound effect was really loud in my ears. Okay, I think I have more of an idea what I'm going for now. It's not that. Also, it should all be quieter. I think it's my... Yeah, I'm gonna turn it all down a bit. Turn it down some more amplitude, whatever the heck that means. Sound design is fake, actually. So it kind of hurts. You know, when like those sustained like beeping out noises kind of hurt. Maybe I should make them shorter too. That's what I'll do. Okay. There we go. This might be too quiet. Okay, nope. It is not too quiet. So, and then now let's make them a lot shorter. Oop. I'm wanting like Hanna-Barbera. That's not how you say words. Kind of vibes, you know? Jetsons? Oh, that's what I should look up. You know, that's probably... They probably don't just do beeps and boops, though. Oh, I'm shrimping really bad. Posture check. I'm gonna lower my chair a little so I don't have to hunch. There we go. Oh, this is a bit better. Okay. Beeps and boops. You got some boops happening. You got some beeps. So let's... I need it to be like lots of beeps. Also, I think a fifth is too high. Maybe for some of them. I think it's usually... The fifth is like the highest it goes, maybe? Am I overthinking this? Yes. What else am I gonna do? Not overthink? Crazy. Let's change the pitch of a few of these, and then I'll like intersperse them into like a 5-second clip that I can like loop, maybe. A lot of my inspiration comes from like what I heard as a kid playing like humongous entertainment games. That has good computer noises. I wonder if I could find that. Hang on. Like when you're in the future and Putt-Putt travels through time. Shh. Loud in my ears again. Hey Blue, how are you doing? Yeah, sound effects. I'm making some sound effects. I made a wind sound just a little bit ago, and now I'm trying to make some beeps and boops for like a computer sound effect, you know? Well, right now I'm listening to an old computer game I played when I was a kid, as inspiration. Class ended and ran to my bed and being in pajamas. Good. Those are high on my priorities, and I got home as well today. I got home from the gym and was like jammies, and then set up stream really fast. Has the stream been? It's good. I think this might end up having to be a two-parter. I'm realizing this is a little bit more complicated than I expected, but it's kind of how these things go, I guess. Also, it's really fun, so like, why wouldn't I want to do a couple? Yeah, okay, so this clip that I'm listening to now has like a beep beep boop 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 beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. Beep boop boop beep boop beep boop beep. So how do I make this into a beep boop bop boop beep boop bop? You know? Beep boop beep boop bop. Beep boop bop. Maybe it needs to be like a lower tone. Let's make this with lower. I need like 4 notes, I think. So I'm gonna still get some of these away. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get rid of all of the rest of these. Add like a bunch of little clips, I guess, to kind of get the rhythm that I wanted. Because this is kind of what we're envisioning for the sound effect for, hang on, this scene that I forgot. Also, we're not in scene 1 anymore, we are in scene 2. Here's my text. There it is. Scene 2. The land of frogs and analyses. I can spell. I love those frogs, thank you! Yeah, this is my storyboard for my lore video. This is where I first emerged. We've got the scientist frogs. You know? So we need, like, I've got some wind. We're gonna have like soft wind blowing. We're gonna have some water plopping. I'm gonna go get a bucket of water in a bit. And record some like little like water drips. And then maybe birds chirping. And then my computer beeps. Because I actually might put like computers in like the stumps and mushrooms. Ooh, that'd be really cool. What a cool aesthetic that would be, huh? Little computer parts in the fungus. Yeah, I'm gonna make up a whole new aesthetic with this. What would we call that? It probably isn't new. I think I've seen that before, actually, like pictures and mood boards and stuff of like mushrooms growing out of a PC case or something, which is vibes. I like those vibes. Okay, so let's make this one lower. I'm just using Audacity too, which is just your run-of-the-mill, your free audio editing software. Change pitch. So it's a C. It's a C6. Let's change it down to a like an A5. That's pretty good. And then we want, I don't know, maybe like a D. To D6. Apply. Oh, okay. Okay. So we want hello, Ollie. How are you doing? We making sound effects. Listen to my beeps. That's computer. That's giving computer. That's totally giving computer. Hang on. I'm doing good. Glad you're doing okay. That's so computer. This is so computer. Hang on, we gotta add some randomness to this. Let's scooch some of these around too. We don't want it to be the same every time, because then it'll be too musical, you know? We gotta mix it up a little bit. Maybe like double some of these and stuff here and there too. But I figured out multi-streaming, Ollie. I am currently also live on YouTube. Hopefully, I'm checking it periodically. Ah, well, let's go. I figured it out. Ah. Yippee! Yippee for figuring stuff out. Okay, let's listen to this. Computer! That's what a computer sounds like. You know in your soul that this is what a computer sounds like. I'm so happy. I'm so glad this is actually kind of working. Very computer. Yeah. Oh yeah, I showed some people your you on the chair emote the other day, Ollie. Someone mentioned it, you know, the act of being on the chair, and I was like, wait, I have an emote! Oh, it's getting modded as usual. That happened to me too. It was so good. It got a lot of very good reactions. Everybody thought it was great. Basically now, anytime anybody mentions being put in the chair, I'm like, wait. Look at this, look at this. Look at what my friend did. It's so funny. And everyone's like, ah. I love it. It's funnier that it gets auto-modded. I know, it is funnier. I love it. That's another thing that I love. It is an added joke to it for sure. Like sitting there too and seeing your message is being holded for moderators, and then I like see them notice. Like my friend was like burst out laughing before letting it through. Very good. Chair, yes. This is very good. Okay, computer. It's kind of like copy paste here and there. Yeah, what have you been up to today, Ollie? Computer. That will just be like softly playing in the background, I think. Isn't even like getting through. You guys hear that? Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. Went to the vet to get my dog's nails clipped. Didn't let them, so we have to go back on Saturday. Aw, man. Silly pupper. They're not going to hurt you. A project as computer. Maybe I'll edit it a little bit more. I don't know. Do-do-ba-do. I'm gonna ask my friend Caro how they do the frog noise. Da, 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 da. Okay, what's next? What's next? So we got computer. I still need frogs croaking, but I don't know how to do that. And birds chirping. Oh yeah, I also have this. Maybe this could be this is the right way. Oh yeah. Could this be a bird? Maybe if it's very high. How do you do the higher pitch? Asks person who played clarinet. Okay, that is the highest note. Maybe? Dude. Sounds more like a train. Think I can figure out Megalovania on this? It sounds so bad. Okay. maybe another time. Can you can come apart, right? Or am I gonna break it? No, this is firmly... Is it one piece? This is not one piece. It is not one piece. That part came right out. So this will come out? Nice. There we go. That's basically just a whistle. Okay, so there's a couple of sounds I wanted to try for bird. Bird can be like if you like suck your lips, make that really high-pitched sound, and then kind of layer that and add filters, it can sound like bird somehow. I don't know how that happened, but that is what I read in an article once, and I believe everything I read on the internet, so I don't. And nobody should. Okay. Computer. Done. Let me do. I'll do it kind of further away so that I don't hurt y'all with all my doot. What does this sound like? Absolutely nothing, because it doesn't have the. Obviously not. Doesn't have that. What's that part called? You know the part on like that the flutes also have that make the and whistles that make the sound happen? Yeah. I'm sure it has a name. Anyway. That's very loud. I kind of moved away from the stream mic a little bit. Hopefully that is... I'm going to turn that... First things first, we're going to turn that volume way the heck down. Put the microphone back on the stand. My stand, quote unquote. It's a do I admit to this? It's the clip for the microphone, tied to my desk with shoelace. I promise it is secure. I'm not gonna drop the microphone. It is, even though it is a slightly older model, it is definitely still worth a lot of money. Okay, change volume. Right, I always get confused for a sec about I see amplify, and that is like, whoops, that was way too negative amplified. Alright, this maybe better. Oof. This is a very painful sound. My goodness. I'm also wearing my headphones, so it probably didn't sound like when I was actually playing it. I apologize. That probably sounded awful for you guys, even though I did tried to move a little bit away from the microphone. How the heck do I make this into a bird? I don't think I can. I'll do my best. Let's see. Maybe there's like a filter or something I can put on it. Let's try like Low pass filter? What does a bird sound like again? I have forgotten what bird sounds like. It's like, you know, when you try to draw something from memory and you got like a clear picture in your brain and then you start drawing it and nothing comes out right and you're like, what does this even look like again? Okay, so let's repeat that low pass filter. See what happens. I forget the difference between low pass and high pass, and usually when I'm doing something, I know that you can make really funny effects where if you do one of them, you can make it sound like the sound's coming from another room or something. It sounds like muffled. I forget which one, and I usually just kind of like start with one. If that doesn't do it, then I do the other one. Effect. So this is what I've got now. Slightly less deadly noise. Doot doot. Turn my music down a little. Okay, let's not just turn it down for you guys, let's turn it down for me as well. Whoa, too quiet. There we go. Now that needs to be up in pitch a bit. Change tempo, change pitch. I think I'm going about this the wrong way. Let me put my recorder back together. I brutally ripped it into 3 pieces. Where'd the other part go? Oh, there it is. I found it. Let's see if I could get like a kind of a glissando. You know what that is? That's like when you like. It's gonna be tricky with. Well, we'll see what happens. Where'd my microphone go? Oh, right, I put it up there. I know where things are. Okay. Me recording. I'm an artiste. Okay. Now we do something. I don't know. I'm sorry, I think I bonked my stream microphone with the other microphone. Let's just start by putting the pitch way up. Going to mute it for you guys in case this is painful. Definitely doesn't work because of the way that it slides. Ah, if only I had my slide whistle. I'm so sad. It never came. Thingy. Okay, so we'll try. Okay, there's like one tiny little section here that I might be able to work with. There's one tiny section. Let's change the pitch again. But I've lost the setting. There it is. Nope. Okay, now we just need to make it less deadly of a sound. Because it is a bit painful right now, so I will not subject you to that. Volume, 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 amplify. Become less death. Something about that still hurts. Ooh, I wonder if you add reverb to it, I wonder if it'll... Okay. Couple things first. Add more notes. Maybe I can get something kind of songbird soundy out of this. Let's see. Change tempo. Pitch. Change it. Up a couple notes. And let's change this one down a couple notes. Down to A, I guess. Oh wait, no. Down to A, there. Whoop. Whoa. What the heck happened? It did something weird. What does a bird sound like? I mean, it's kind of like same thing as the computer, but like the computer beeps and boops of like the randomness and stuff, but with this kind of shrill noise that I'm not sure I like. Maybe there's another filter I can put on it. Effect. I think I did low pass before. Or was high pass too? Who knows? So I'm not sure I want to subject you to this. Words. It is starting to sound more bird. A little bit. I want like a do 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 do. Kind of like a songbird call. Oop. No room to paste the selection. Yeah, has anybody else experimented with like sound design and that kind of thing? Why is it so... why it hurt? So think about it like pitch-wise, that's like... really... like starts way too high. Ooh, bass and treble. If I turn the treble down, it will completely disappear because it is 100% treble. Hey Liz, what program are you using? I'm using Audacity. How are you doing today, by the way? Have you worked with this kind of thing before? This is my first time. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm having a good time. Why does it sound like that? Okay, I'll give you, let me know if this is really painful. It's kind of high-pitched, so I just saved over my computer sound effect, and I'm gonna die. It's over for me. Good night. Goodbye. Maybe I pass away now. See you later. I'm just kidding. I'll come back from that. We can I can remake the computer sound effect. It's totally fine. I just naturally pressed Control S and totally saved over it. So now we got bird sounds over my computer sounds. Ah! I do music stuff, but I've only ever used FL Studio. Maybe not much help. Oh, I'm sure a lot of the concepts are the same. Okay. Anyway, we'll remake the computer sound. It'll go by faster next time because it'll. I wonder, is there a way? Can I get it back somehow? Oh, I know how to get it back. Because this is the same file. All I have to do is hit Control Z a bajillion times. Okay, so we're gonna save this project as birds. Birds. Save. We're gonna Control Z a million times, and hopefully we get back to computer. But yeah, that's really cool that you do music stuff. Do you what kind of music? Do you like write your own? Like, do you like compose and stuff? That's awesome. If I mean, doing any music stuff is really cool. I did it. My computer's back. Thank goodness. Okay, file. Save project as computer. Save. Please try again and select an original name. Heck. Make breakbeat stuff. Ooh, I don't really know what that is. Been putting together a soundtrack for a web series I'm working on. That's really cool. Wow. Breakbeat stuff. That sounds familiar. I think I've heard of that before. Is that like D&B? Oh, drum and bass. Oh, cool, cool, cool. I like that. I like that kind of sound. That's really cool. Wow, awesome. Okay. I'm gonna have to save this as computer 2. And I'm gonna have birds. in computer. Birds in computer. I'm gonna take that out of context and make someone really confused. Okay, save as computer 2. Save. Okay. This is my computer sound. It like clips for a second there. Why the heck does that happen? I think it's like, it's this. Must delete that. Annihilate. Exterminate. There we go. Now, hopefully it won't clip like that anymore. Those are some good beeps. There are good beeps, hey? I like these beeps. I was trying to go for like, like the cartoon computer sound that you'd see in like old computer games or like cartoons and stuff. This especially, I was inspired by an old Humongous Entertainment game I played when I was a kid. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Yay! No more clipping. Okay, save that to computer 2. Oh yeah, what pronouns do you prefer, by the way, Liz? Now we can open birds. Open birds. Open birds.exe. I love that. I've been really stuck on the wacky she, her. Got it. I think it might say, oh, it doesn't say in there. I have the plugin. The Twitch pronouns plugin. So if you do that, it'll show up on my chat. No problem if you don't. So just wanted to double check if I asked a redundant question, because sometimes it'll show up there and then I'll know. But I asked without looking this time. I use he, him pronouns. Thanks for asking. Okay, here's my birds. But yeah, entertainment stuff is it's such a good aesthetic. I love it. That stuff practically raised me. I grew up playing the Putt Putt games, the Freddy Fish games, Spy Fox games, Pajama Sam. I love those games. And then like a few other, like there's some Tonka games, some Lego games. It's such a good aesthetic. I love edutainment. It's so, I don't know. And also just like, there's something about the Humongous Entertainment games that were just so, I could go off about it. Because there was so much more than just like, oh, we go and do the story and stuff like that. And like, suddenly like mandated educational content and this is what this is, and like lecturing. There was so much like exploration, which I think was really good for kids. Like they always had the cute little, I wish I could figure out a way to do this on streams, because I think this would be so fun. Is like when you click on stuff on the screen, something happens. And sometimes if you click on things on the screen in the right order, something different happens. And it's so cool. And I love that they did that in those games. It's just, I don't know. I feel like that was good for little kid brain. Just giving the sense of like exploration and trying new things, you know? Okay, anyway, bird sound. This is kind of what I got for my bird sounds. I blew into my recorder thing, but like only like the top of it. I took it apart and made a god-awful noise. And then I just kind of like pitch shifted it and stuff. This, I don't know. It's starting to give bird. Kind of a sad bird. I don't know if you can really hear it. I did make it really quiet because it was killing me a little bit. It was very loud. Very loud and very high pitched, which these ears, they're very sensitive. I'm gonna amplify it a little bit. I'm gonna mute it before I do that, because I don't want to go. And it's a very good thing that I muted it. I've died again. There's a very like computery, very digital sound to this, which might be where the irritation is coming from. I don't know. I might try another thing. Okay, here's my birds. Here's my attempt at birds. And by the way, if you weren't here when I was explaining before too, so what I'm doing is I'm making these sound effects just to go on my lore video, which I put together. There's been a few steps involved. I made Madlib's script that I had viewers submit, and then I rolled on a wheel to decide what happened in the script, and then we kind of came together and finished it off just on a stream together. So it's very random and strange, but I love it, and it is fully canon. And this is how I was actually... This is how I became existing. That's a sentence that's normal to say. This is the land of frogs and analyses, which is why I kind of want like birds chirping, because it's supposed to be like a garden with a pond in it and a lot of mushrooms, and the frogs are scientists. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Maybe if I... What does this sound like? Maybe if I like kind of cut off the beginning of all of these? That one's like too high. Don't like that one. I don't know. We fiddle around. We figure it out. If I put it in and then make it really quiet, it'll kind of sound like birds. I don't know. Does that get birds? Something else I could try. My mic. I found it. Let me mute this. I'm gonna make another... no, we'll start recording from here. Or if you make like a... I don't know. We'll see if this works. I don't know. You're getting bird? Okay, cool, cool. Okay. Good, I'm glad. Okay. Let's see if this is horrible to listen to. Why can I hear nothing? Interesting. It's definitely picking something up. Hello? Maybe I will just use this. I think I can, like, You say it gives bird, then I believe you. I can just, like, Why can I suddenly not hear it at all? What has occurred here? I didn't do anything. I touched nothing, and suddenly I can hear nothing. All I can hear is my music, but I can't hear Audacity at all. Why? Oh, because I muted it. I muted the track. I figured it out. You know, it's kind of cool. You know, it's growing on me. It's starting to sound like an 8-bit video game like rendition of what birds sound like. I like that. Okay, we're saving this. Birds. Done. Now I need to actually go get my bucket of water that I forgot to get before. Because we need like little plips and plops of like the frogs going into the pond and conducting their research. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do the frogs. That sounds awful. Feels awful too. Okay, I'm gonna put that one off a little bit more, and I will be right back in just a couple minutes. Ooh. Hello, I'm back. I now have a bucket of water and a garbage bag and an emergency towel. Just in case, because I'm sure water and, like, sensitive audio equipment uh maybe doesn't go the best together. So I am being of utmost cautiousness, probably. Hopefully, are you doing like actual Foley? I am. I'm doing my best anyway. Yeah, before like there were a couple noises that you can make by in Audacity. It looks like by like just generating some sounds, but like my bird sound I did by blowing into my recorder. Um, I made a wind sound by blowing through a straw, and now I'm going to splash around in this water a little bit and try not to get the microphone wet. But yeah, I've never tried Foley before, and I wanted to give it a go. You know? Okay. I'm gonna go play in some water now. Okay, I'm just gonna start recording this. Blah. Wait. Incorrect. File. Save project as water. Save. Okay. Where do I want to put this? So that I will definitely not get anything wet. Eh. Okay. So we'll just hold it. Okay, we'll start recording. Up. Okay, let's see how that did. I kind of feel like I have to pee now. Probably didn't pick up on my other mic at all. Well, it barely picked up on this one. It's very quiet, but I think that's okay. Here's what I got. Hopefully none of you have to go pee. I like the ones that are like the actual plops, not the like ones that sound like it's pouring. Just the ones that sound like, ooh, maybe I should get like a small thing. Do I have any small things? I have so many small things. Duck. I have this small duck. I'm gonna throw the small duck into the water a couple times, and we'll see. I like this little resin duck that a friend of mine just gave me. Because I want it to be like, you know, the sound of like frogs like jumping into the water, or like water maybe dripping off of leaves into the pond or something. You don't want it to be like pouring into anything. It's not like running water or anything. Okay, so let's do this a couple times. I'll turn the music back on. There we go. Okay, it's a good thing I have this towel. I was just dropping my tiny resin duck into the bucket of water, and then fishing it back out. Okay, let's see what that sounded like. Ah, you can hear the not as good. It needs to be something that floats, because you could hear it hit the bottom of the bucket. Okay, little resin duck. Where did I put it? Did I put it in my pocket? I do that sometimes. Is that something you guys ever do? Like you have something and then you're like thinking about something else and it just ends up in your pocket? I do that with my slinky like constantly, because I have this slinky on my desk that I like to play with, and like it just makes a really good stim toy. And I will just like carry it around the house constantly. Where did that little duck go? Is it still in the water? Yes, it is still in the water. Okay, I need something that floats, so that you just get the sound of it hitting the water. Do I have that could float? Wait, I have a whole bunch of little dumb little toys. Ah! This should work. I have a little, like, Nerf dart. Okay, where'd my mic go? Do-ba-do-ba-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, well, I'll try this with the Nerf dart into the bucket of water. Here we go. Ah, okay. Okay, I just I got the duck out of there and then I immediately dropped it back in the water. Get in the water. Okay, where did I? Oh, you can hear me like scooting around in my chair. Oh, that's a good plop. Listen to this plop. This is a good plop. Okay, it's kind of more of a splap. Maybe less of a good plop. What about this? That would be me hitting the microphone. Dang. Okay, Nerf Dart didn't work as good. Whoa, big splash. There's a couple good plops in here. That's a good one. This is a good plop. Why does the water falling into water make such a unique sound? Plop. That's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna isolate just those few. Okay. You don't want any of the pouring sounds. Okay, save. That is water. Okay, what's next? Wow, it's been like... It has been almost 2 hours, and I am still here. Oh dear, this might be many streams. Whoopee, oopsie doopsie. Okay, that's fine. I need to listen to what a frog sounds like. Frog croaking. How the heck? There's no way. I could not possibly recreate that sound. I am a worm, not a frog. Ah. Whoa, that's an interesting frog sound. I'm sorry for that one. My goodness. I don't know. I'll make random noises until we find frog eventually, I guess. Till we find frog. I forgot how I did it. What terror beast is that? I might need a frog in here. Help. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna come back to this one another time, I think. This is like an impression, not a I don't know. You know? Okay, what's next? What can I actually do? Okay, so we got my frogs, kind of. I'll work on that. Water, birds chirping, computers beeping. Nice! The first area is done. Now we go to Paris. Oh yeah, I wanted to do like traffic sounds. Okay. So we already have wind, which I think is pretty good for that. And then we need... So like a traffic sound? Okay, I was gonna do like a lip roll, like a... But like then put some effects on it. And that could be like engines. And then we don't want it to be like, it's not like a heavy traffic, I don't think. And then people applauding and laughing. That will be, I guess, just me. But for now, let's start with that. Let's try to get a car sound. Okay. Because if you like, I kind of messed around with this a little bit when I made that sound, and then you like lower the pitch a whole lot and then do some filter to it, and then it kind of sounds like a car, a little bit. Oh, and then you add the wind sound to it too, and then you like kind of fade in and out, so it sounds like it's coming and going. Car. That's how cars actually work. Okay. Until you run out of air. Stupid little cough at the end. So we'll isolate this part. That's like a car. That's already a car. Then we lower the pitch like a whole lot. Oh, and then we can like slow it down a little bit too, I think might also help. Maybe not. I think, oh yeah, no, I tried slowing it down before and all you hear is the like of the lips, which is really stupid. It is not. Okay, ooh, and then if we can boost the bass. Where is it? Where? EQ? Is that where you are? Aha, here we go, bass and treble. So we will try this. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be very loud, so I'm gonna mute it. Okay, it's not too bad actually. It sounds like a big truck right now. Like an idling truck. How do you make it not? I guess it needs to be less. Hang on. Let's raise the pitch a little bit. And let me think. Because it's like when there's more like rotations, it kind of sounds like it sounds like kind of slightly higher pitched. I have lowered the pitch. Now it's an even bigger truck. Okay, so it's still truck. I'm gonna lower the bass a bit. I'm maybe gonna get rid of this part a little bit. It is becoming vehicle a little bit, I think. EQ and filters. Let's turn the bass down a bit. I don't know. What do you think? There's something else that it needs? Let's try fading. How do I do that fade? Here we go. Fade up. Bye. Do it like this. There's also a lot of the this like Audacity that I haven't really used before. So we'll fade. Okay, we'll fade up here, and we'll fade down here. Perfect. Fade down. Bye. Okay, does it sound like a vehicle approaching and then driving away? Kind of. A little bit. Maybe? Is that a normal amount of time that it would take for a vehicle of this size to pass? I am overthinking this. It's a car. We've done it. And then we have wind already, which I think that's kind of another sound that could be added to this. So like if we add the wind sound, where is it? Let me open file, recent files, wind, I guess wind 2. And then we take like this section of it. Stereo track, paste. It should be a longer section than that. Try that again. How long is this? It's like 3 seconds. So like probably kind of in the middle here. You can kind of hear the wind coming off the vehicle maybe. I don't know. So like this should be is the wind actually, am I getting a wind sound here? A little bit. Okay, that needs to be oh boy. Wow, that sounds interesting. It's like a whoosh, you know? We'll do that. Then we'll also fade this. Fading. We'll fade down. How does that do? Kind of weird. I need more wind sound. This is a good amount of wind sound. Try this instead. That might be just a good background for, like, engine noise. You know? Vehicle. I have created a vehicle out of nothingness. I kind of want it to be louder here, though. I want it to fade up here. I have like a fading, stipple fade, fade adjust. The heck is an S curve? Weird. Oh goodness, what do these numbers mean? We have presets? No! Okay, so what I will do instead of looking at that is I will just amplify it, and I will mute it in case I accidentally make it too loud. Okay. We'll fade. Because, you know, like that sound when like a car gets kind of closer, you can hear the wind coming off of it. I think I said that already. Fade. Yeah. And then I still do want to, like, raise the pitch. Just a little. It starts to get really distorted. I don't know. Let's give this a listen. I made a car. Okay, we're gonna say that one's good enough. We'll just play that a couple times, like during this scene, to be like, wow, we're outside. How do I do? Do I want to do like footsteps? I don't know if I want to do footsteps for this. Like, would you hear? I guess you would hear the footsteps of people kind of like walking on like. I do not have a thing. Like kind of like walking on gravel or something. However, I am all out of gravel. So, oh, I do have a little box of sand. No. Maybe I'll do that another time. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try... Okay, and then we want it to be, like... People like clapping and laughing and stuff. It's not hard. I can just clap. With my hands that I obviously have. Wonder if it'll sound right if I layer it over itself, or if it'll sound weird. Hello. Where'd my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Lots of different kinds of applause. Then if we like... Ugh, why is it Control I? That's so far away. And stereo track. Make all the stereo tracks shorter because I can't see what I'm doing. I have a hunch that this is not going to actually sound right. Oh, actually it did. Consider me surprised. Alright, cool. We have applause. Like I'm not thinking like, ooh, a whole big crowd of people, but like, you know, you see like a street busker and like the people nearby. Like just the small handful of people nearby who happen to be watching. That's kind of what I'm envisioning here. Oh, I don't want to pretend to laugh. Oh, I really don't want to pretend to laugh. Quick, somebody tell me a joke. Oh, I laughed. Dang it, I should have been recording. Ah! Okay, new... Or maybe we want to put laughter like kind of in the same project? Wait, hang on. I can't read that yet. I need to be recording. I'm not reading it yet. I see it. New project. Laugh. Save. Okay, I'm recording. I'm ready. Did you hear the one about the lady who passed out on the carousel? No. Tell me about what happened. Don't worry, she's coming around. That was a good one. Thank you. I love jokes like that. You know what my favorite joke is? My favorite joke is what's brown and sticky? What's brown and sticky? Can you guess? A stick. So stupid. Laughs harder at my own joke because I'm an imbecile. There you go. That was a good one. Thank you. So very quietly have this with the applause, probably. Just coming around. That's so good. That was a good one. There. Okay, because we want like a group of people. We probably... I don't know. Maybe I can like pitch shift this and like... just copy it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. For now, we have that. Maybe we'll just have this, but like quiet. Somebody politely laughing. Very, very politely laughing at the really good joke that the clown just made. What are outside sounds? I think with that, like, we're pretty good. We have wind for outside sound. I could also add the birds. There are birds in Paris, right? People applauding and laughing. Yeah. This is the part where my slide whistle's supposed to come in. Should I go check to see if it came? Should I go outside and see if it came? I don't know. Let me check my do 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 ba do da do do da. I should have known that something like this was going to happen. Was expected. Heck you. Give me my slide whistle. Give it to me. Now. It's probably not here. I'm not going to go check. But yeah, this slide whistle, I ordered it like 2 times and it was cancelled each time. And now it is... Is this slide whistle even real? Do slide whistles even actually exist? Crowd talking. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. Should I cheat? I could... Fountain splashing. Huh. I happen to have a bucket of water right here. The crowd talking, I might just record me like yapping for a little bit. Why don't I just do that? And then I could just layer it over itself. Yeah. Why not? Okay. So let's see. Save a new project. This is gonna be crowd talking for like the mall, I think, is where we are now. Although we might want that for this too, actually. Okay. I'm just gonna yap for a little while now. So what's everybody up to? Did anybody see the new, oh my goodness, the new starters for the Pokemon game? The new Pokemon game. I am... it looks really cool. There better be boats in Pokemon Wind and... a game called Pokemon Wind and Pokemon Waves. There better be a cool boat. Because then it'll be a Pokemon game just for me only. Hey, did you know that I like boats? Mostly sailboats. Anyway, I really like Brout. What's the other one called? There's Gekwa and Puppy. Fire Puppy. Yeah. I love Brout. It looks really, really funny. It's just got angry eyebrow leaves that are angry eyebrow, which is very good. Oh, I should have a, if I'm yapping into this microphone, I gotta be careful because I don't have a filter for it. I have a filter for my stream microphone, and then I've got another microphone. Doubling up onto microphone. Wow. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get around to play that one because it looks like, I guess it's only on the Switch 2. So I don't know when I'm gonna get a Switch 2. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. It's not really high on my list of priorities, to be honest. So it would be kind of nice. There've been a lot of games that have come out for the Switch 2 that I do want to play. I want to play the Donkey Kong one, but I forget, was that one just the Switch 2? Or did they have it available on the Switch 1? I don't remember. I forget what else came out for the Switch 2. Well, I probably would want to higher on my list of priorities is, well, I don't know, maybe like an arm for my microphone so I don't have to tie it on with a shoelace. Upgrading my PC at some point would probably be nice before I switch to, but da, 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 da. Wait, I can't be singing. I need to be I need to be yapping. How long should I be yapping for to be able to layer this? I don't know. But yeah. Streamer forgets how to talk. Hey, Eurist! How are you doing today? I'm just yapping into a microphone. Well, I mean, I'm usually doing that when I'm here, but I mean, I'm actually currently recording this as a sound effect as well. My hope is to have this layered over itself a bunch of times, but really quiet, so that it becomes just an indistinguishable noise of just a crowd in a mall or outside or something. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Doing Foley work. I have a bucket of water next to me. I have to keep reminding myself that it's there so don't trip on it. That is something I would do. I need to do like a fountain sound after this, so I'll probably will want to actually record a trickle of water instead of just the little plops that I did earlier. Yeah. Well, that might be kind of quiet because I'm kind of further away from my microphone and holding just my... But they need names. Okay, my condenser microphone is Steve, and my dynamic microphone is Betty. I'm too far from Steve because I'm holding Betty. Wait, that's kind of weird. Anyway. You think this has been long enough? It's been almost 5 minutes. It's probably enough. Let's see what I can do with this. Wee. How you doing today, Eurist? Beep 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 beep. Okay, let's see. So let's... Okay, so there's a lot of clipping that I'm going to eliminate immediately. So maybe I can, like, let's equalize this. However the heck that works. Magic, probably. What was it? Noise? No, it's not noise. Volume. Compressor. There we go. Get compressed. Did anybody see the new... Oh my goodness, the new... Yappa dappa dappa dappa. Okay, let's get quieter. Oh, and then we put a... like that filter, either high pass or low pass, so it sounds kind of muffled and far away. So... not pitch. Volume. What's everybody up to? So... now I'm kind of quieter. Now, take the... now I forget which filter it is. It's either low pass or high pass. We're gonna guess on one. No, it wasn't high pass. That one makes you sound like you're coming out of a radio. Must be low pass. I'm just gonna yap for a little while now. So what's everybody up to? There we go. I wonder if it needs, like, because there's a bunch of people, if it needs a little bit of reverb too. Because it's like a bunch of people in a bigger space. Because this is kind of like, there's two ways that, there's actually I guess we need outside, which I guess would be this. You need to not really be able to hear what I'm saying. How do you do that? Do I just need to make it quieter? Make it ever quieter. Okay, that's quieter. Wow, all of these people in this crowd sound just like me. That's crazy. Hopefully if I do a lot of this and layer it over itself a lot. Let's do like a minute each. So I'll cut it out with 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. A minute, and then we have just about 5 minutes. And then so let's add a bunch of tracks. Five of them, I guess. I'll add 4 of them so that I have 5 total. There. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let's see what this sounds like. It just sounds like so many me. How do you make it sound like So it just sounds like, you know, when you got a bunch of people and it's just like a you know? And I don't really know. That's like a good start. Ooh, I need to let's raise the pitch on some of these too so it sounds like not like me. And like lower the pitch too. Let's... So let's apply pitch change. Let's make one of them a little bit higher and one of them a little bit lower. Yeah. Okay, then... pitch. Make this one a little lower. Okay, now what's that sound like? There's just like one me in there that's just really small. How the heck do you do that? How do we make sound like many voices when not that many voices? Maybe we... I've wondered this forever. Wondered what? What did I say? What did I say? I'll make sound of many voices. I'm gonna add more tracks. I'm gonna make the voices sound not like voices. Yeah! What the heck? Like, so that you can't like distinguish them. How the heck do they do that? We're gonna add more tracks. We're gonna copy some more, and then like overlay them, like stagger them a bit, and we'll see if that does anything. I don't know. Let's see. The one tiny me. Yeah, what the heck? And I guess since like you've been doing this for a lot longer, like this kind of thing, sound design, audio tech stuff, a lot longer than I have, I imagine. So, and you haven't found the answer? Uh oh. How long have you been doing music stuff, by the way, Liz? Just curious. Hmm. Don't really do sound design, just music. Yeah, I guess to me, a very, very layman novice, don't know what the heck I'm doing. They're very similar to me, but yeah, I can see there's. I'm sure they're very distinct. I just they're both sound, and you design them. Clearly, they're the same. Hard to answer. Okay, like kind of something that you like came to and then like dropped a lot of times, kind of thing. I feel like that's pretty common with hobbies. It's gotta be a filter I can use. I'm gonna mess around with filters. Maybe like a distortion. Distortion. What does this do? Distortion type. What do any of these mean? Doing electronic music stuff for 5 to 7 years? Ooh. I was doing other music stuff much younger. Oh, I see, I see. It's pretty cool. Don't really want clipping. Soft overdrive. What the heck does that mean? This is probably not what I want. There's a part in there that I breathe directly into the microphone and I need to eliminate it. Where is it? But yeah, I've done I was in music when I was a kid, when I was younger. Is this it? Can't tell. It is. Ha ha ha! Die! Die! There we go. That was really bothering me. Bothering me. Yeah, I guess you must play a bunch of instruments, huh? Or at least one or two? I think it's the fact that it starts. Hang on. Ah! Alright, because I copied it, it's going to be in other areas too. No! A few, yeah. Started with clarinet, guitar, and tiny bit of keys. Cool! I played clarinet. I have a clarinet, actually, that I have not touched in many years. I played clarinet back in high school because I was a band kid. Guitar is cool. I play ukulele too. That's what I'm more active doing. My most recent. I played a bit of piano too. I was in piano lessons too when I was a kid, which was I think a really good. Piano is just a really good way to learn music theory, I think, and it really stuck with me. Like learning how to read music is something that like even though it's been a long time since I've had to read music, I've been taking like some singing lessons recently, and I look at the sheet music for it, and it's mostly there as like a reference to see the notes going up and down, but I actually still remember how to read music a little bit, which is pretty cool. Just something that sticks with you, I guess. My only formal education is on clarinet, and that's cool. Doesn't transfer as well as guitar or piano for sure. Yeah, that one's tricky. I think it's really good for. I think clarinet helped me a lot for learning like voice because there's a lot of breath involved. But yeah, for like music theory, kind of tricky for sure. Still, music theory. For learning like the different like keys music can be in, circle of fifths and all that junk, chord progression. I sleep. I don't sleep. I get a headache, and then I take a nap out of fear. I've been trying to learn. I kind of wrote my own song like for the first time a few months ago. Uh, I don't know how to recreate what happened. It feels like it just kind of fell out of me. Because to me, it's still like people who write music is like, what kind of witchcraft is this? You can just make a melody just happen. And I like sometimes you'll hear people like composers talking about what they did. They're like, oh, and then I did this and this key, and then this key changed, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It is still so beyond me, but I'm trying. I'm dipping my toe in. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to learn just as well. Black magic. Do I need to just go like or something? For me, I just let my pattern seeking brain go off on its thing. Oh, that makes sense. It's like a good way to do it. Maybe I should do this, but then maybe I'm gonna record another track. But I'm literally just the whole time gonna go abba dabba 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 da. So I'm very sorry that you're about to hear me for like a minute straight. Just go abba dabba 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 da. And anybody who comes in during that time will be very confused, and nobody tell them anything. Just sit in silence during the 1 minute of me saying absolutely nothing, being on to absolutely nothing. Yeah, non-words. Similar to what writing? Asemic writing? I've not heard of that before. What is that? Okay, hang on. I gotta do my abba dabba 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 dabba, but please do type about it. Abba dabba 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 number 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 dabba 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 abba dabba 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 abba dabba 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 abba dabba 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 amma dabba 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 da dabba 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 abba dabba 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 da dabba 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 dabba. Oh no. Hi, Toaster. How's it going? I just was joking too about, man, if somebody comes in during this, they're gonna be real confused. How's it going? Simlish streamer, yeah. Where does Simlish go? Dag dag. Okay, let me make this press this. And then lower the volume. I just rolled with it. Yeah, I guess by this point you watched me long enough to just roll with whatever's going on. Okay, volume? No, yes. But yeah, how you doing? What you been up to? Oh, but yeah, that's interesting. I did read that too. The scribbles that read like words. That's really cool. Today I'll be role-playing a swinging tavern sign. Hey, I haven't done that yet. We'll make that quieter. Then we'll see. You can just hear a ba-da-ba-da. How do you do it? There's gotta be, there's like a science into this, isn't there? This is so crazy. How do you make it sound like a crowd? Okay, I'm gonna add my my muffled effect to it. What was it? Low pass. Yeah. It started to get closer, but you can still really hear the abba-dabba. Maybe if I make it a little quieter. Did the abba-dabbas fix it? That's crazy. Whoa. How did that... What? It's like barely even there. I think I might have like turned it all the way down. Hang on. Like that's all it is. It's very quiet. Is it just me? Am I crazy? Or did it like... It's like you can barely hear it, but it seems to have made them all sound weird. Them all, like it stopped sounding like words to me. Is that just me though? I do have some audio processing issues, so maybe let me know if you can still pick out the individual voices, I guess. What I'm trying to do is make them all merge into crowd noise. Okay, there's my up and nama. It's a crowd of just me. Wow, okay. So for now I need to eliminate the other of my breath on the microphone. Maybe make this a little bit quieter again because you can still very clearly hear the ubba-dubbas. But like way less than I did before. Like negative like no more abba-dubbas. That is so cool. What the heck is this? Like it's... All of these are me actually talking, and then we have one that's just abba-dubbas, and it makes all of these sound like not words anymore. Huh? Are there any sound scientists? Somebody get a sound scientist on the phone. What the heck? Okay, let's raise the pitch on some of them, and also, okay, I gotta find any... Oop. And then I'll save it like this, and then this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep this just like this, and then for my outside scene, this one here, we'll keep it like this, but then for my inside scene, which is here in the mall, I will want to add a little bit of reverb to it to make it sound like they're inside. Right? I think that makes sense. Yeah. Cool, wow, this is going pretty good. Except that my slide whistle isn't here. I'm gonna keep baby raging about that. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Need to find... Pretty easy to see. Aha! Eliminate. Better be boats in my Pokemon game. There probably will be. Okay. Next one. Whoops. Yeah, I just heard another one closer here. Closer to the beginning. Where is it? Here it is. Aha! Get out of here. Perish. Okay, next. You can kind of recognize what the waveform looks like when it's the what do you call that when you can hear the breath on the microphone? I forget. The puff or whatever. Oh, there might not be any more. Give the whole thing a listen again. Ah, there was another one. No, why did it restart and not pause? Okay, we're gonna hit pause when we hear it, and then we'll be able to find it better. Ah! Okay, where are you? Where are you? Oh, there's another one here. Ooh, we're very close to the playhead. Aha! Found. Eliminated. Anyway, there's another one here. I think. Never mind, that is me. That is fine, apparently. I saw another one. In this one? This one? Perhaps not. Nope. Okay, we might be good now. We might be good. Oh, me laughing in this one. In my Ubba Dubbas. I have to listen to this. Wait. being maybe a little too critical and perfectionist about something like this, but I don't know. I just don't want... They bug me. I don't want the sounds. It's so crazy. It's so quiet. Yeah, well, there'll definitely be another stream, another one of these streams at some point. I think we've gotten, like, in almost 3 hours. Hang on, huh? How long has passed? My goodness. We've got almost all of them. All of the sound effects I need, I think. Just a couple more here and there, and hopefully by the next time I'll have my, my slide whistle. Yeah, let me unsolo that. There shouldn't be any more. Ah, there was another one. Okay, I don't care. I'm not hunting those down anymore. I'm gonna change the pitch of a couple. And then I'm done. I'm gonna lower the pitch of this one. Dropping something on the floor. Nope, pitch and tempo. Pitch.
Leaf Center Angry Eyebrow.
Oh my goodness, the new starters.
Which is very good.
Leaf
Center Angry Eyebrow.
Oh my goodness, the new starters.
Now it's like I need to... I think maybe I made that too low. You get like... only the littlest little bit. Barely detectable. It was just kind of sticking out too much.
Leaf Center Angry Eyebrow.
Oh my goodness, the new
Leaf Center Angry Eyebrow.
Oh my goodness, the new starters.
Which is very good. Leaf Center Angry.
What the?
Leaf Center Angry Eyebrow.
Oh my goodness, the new starters.
I need to make this one a little bit quieter now. Okay, I think we're gonna call this done. We're gonna call this done for now. Crowd talking. Complete! That one was probably the one that was the most involved, other than the computer one. But let me see, okay, what have I done and what do I have left to do? Let's see, we have my wind. I could play them. Let me play the ones that I made. Probably gonna be ending pretty quick here. And I will come back to this another time, I think. So let's start with my wind sound. This is what I got for wind. I got this by blowing through a straw near the microphone. works pretty good, I think. Also, I also added this to... So then we also had... oh, my water plops. Oh, I should do the fountain. Okay, I'm going to do the fountain, and then I'm going to be done for now, because then I think that'll be all the water that I need. No, I'll also need... I'm also going to need, like, water pouring onto something, which I think I can do in the bucket if I pour it onto, like, a piece of paper or something, maybe? I don't know. I'll do that, too. But let's keep going through what else I've made. So, there's my... I like my computer a lot. Computer. That's what computers sound like. And then we also have my car. That's a car. And then what else did I do? In my water. I might change this name to water, like water plops. That one's for the like around like this area, the frog area. Okay, let's do. Okay, fountain. Which I'm just gonna like pour water. I think. Okay, gonna go do that. My bucket of water over here. Oh jeez. So many cord. Okay. Okay. That should be good for like fountain trickling. I could probably layer that some more. So that sounds like there's like multiple sources of water. Probably. Maybe. Also kind of makes me want to pee. Doesn't sound as nice as a fountain. How the heck do they make fountain make that? How'd that happen? You know? Fountains sound pleasant. This sounds like toilet bowl. How? I'll figure it out. I'll probably fiddle with this file a little bit. Okay. And now we're going to make one for spraying the water on the lobster. I'm not going to add context. I will not elaborate. If you don't know, too bad. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to take this, put it in there, and then take this, and I'm just going to See how this sounds. That does not seem right. Try something else. What else do I have that's waterproof? I need something like, hang on. That will not do. It's too round. The water's not splashing off of it. I need the water to splash. I need the water to splash off of it. I need like a rectangular Tupperware lid or something. Do not have that. Wait. Have this piece of cardboard. Is there? Okay, think for a second. Do I need this? I don't. I don't need this piece of cardboard. Gosh darn it. The piece of cardboard has sunk to the bottom of the bucket. I need it to not do that. Aha! I've done something ingenious. It's not. Okay. Take 4 or whatever. Oh, I don't want the sound of it hitting in the water. Okay. I'm gonna go get a Tupperware bowl dish thing, and then I'll pour it in that instead. And that should be more what I'm looking for. So I'll be right back in just a second. I'm back. I'm still in my hole, but I'm back. Okay, so we're gonna pour the water on the cardboard into the Tupperware. Yes. Start recording. Eh. Man, this is not sounding the way I wanted it to. Yeah. You know, I just need that sound of it, like, sound of water hitting the floor without actually pouring water on the floor. I don't want to do that. I need the water to stay in the bucket. Okay, new plan. I now have the Tupperware floating upside down in the water bucket. Okay, okay. That was maybe closer. Okay, I don't really know if I liked how it was vibrating on the. But like that splash sound, I like that splash sound. How do I make it not vibrate like that? Maybe if I fill it with water first. Thinking. Computing. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. Ah. Hmm. There's not enough water in this bucket. Well, maybe the auto does work better then, because then it doesn't vibrate because it's closed. I just need to pour it with the water with more velocity, like I was doing before. Okay, now don't mix up your pouring hand and your microphone hand. That would be very bad. Yeah. How did that do? That is me getting the water. Does that kind of work? Because like this is like this part. Here, when I'm spraying the lobster to heal him of his having randomly lost his claw. Not quite. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to think about this. But we'll save this for now. Maybe there's some editing I can do on it. But anyway, I've been going for a little while, so I think I'm gonna call it here. This will be part 1, I suppose, and then part 2. So let's see. We've done wind. We've done water plopping. We tried frogs, and it was very hard. We did do birds, so that sounds weird. Computer beeping. Did that. We did a car. We have wind, so we have outside sounds. People applauding and laughing. We do have that. Don't have my slide whistle, sad. Crowd talking, we got that. Fountain splashing, we got that. And then what we're gonna need is... we're gonna need quiet talking instead of crowd talking. And pages flipping. We'll need... Why do I have little alien noises? Oh, right, for the lobster's telepathy. Yes. Me. That'll just be me. That's easy. Distressed lobster squeaks. Cooking and chopping noises, that'll be fun. That one I'm just gonna do, like, next time, I guess I'll do this. This might be 3 parts, actually, before I get this all finished. Okay. Check out beeps, that's not too hard. That's just like how I did the computer. Okay. You know, I might be able to finish this next time. In this next one. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody, during my whatever the heck this has been. It's been really fun. I'm really glad that I got to do this finally. I've been cooking this one for a while. Anyway, let's see what we're gonna rate out to. Bum. Let's see. I think perhaps today we just disperse. Disperse into the wind. Tell your favorite streamers I said hi. Don't do that. I'm shy. Alright, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll catch you next Monday? Yes, next Monday, next Oblivion Monday. Yay! Okay, bye everybody. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good evening. Eat your food and drink a water and do a stretch if you need to. And I'll catch y'all next time. Bye. I'm not joking around. You better eat some good food. Eat a cookie. What's an order? Okay, bye everybody. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.